Market Doll Queen here. I just wanted to go over some option alerts for January 7, 2020. I alerted right at open. The very first one I alerted this morning at open was MU. And the reason I did is because there was quite a lot of action going on pre-market, and also because my MACD gave me a signal. And right down here, if I'm looking at my MACD, now as you can see, first off, let's go right back up here. It doesn't look like much is going on right there. There were a few sales that were going on, timing sales that were going on pre-market, caught my eye, hit my scanner, but it was literally this right down here. When the MACD crossed over, right there, that's when it caught my eye. It went from the red to the green bars. You can see it right there. Also in my TTM squeeze. Can I blow this up a little bit more? Yes, I can. You can see right here, of course, this big green candle was right at open. And that was the very first alert of the day. It was a $56 call with a January 17 expiration. As you can see, it was around the 55.40 range when I alerted it. Now we've got the first bar, the blue bar of the TTM squeeze. As you know, these are my favorite indicators. I loved the volume at open. Look at it, it's huge. My EMA ribbon going straight up, guys. It never crosses itself. It looks just beautiful. Also, my VWAP line right here, it just goes more and more diagonally across. And then these ones here are getting higher and higher and higher. So as this starts to flatten out throughout the day, and these candles get further away from VWAP, the trade is better and better. All these signals tell you to stay in the trade. Of course, when you hit the strike, and it did hit the strike, if the strike was $56, I'd have to say we hit it fairly quickly, right after open, okay? So maybe 15 minutes later after open, hit strike, and as you could see, it's climbing straight up the Bollinger Band right up here. And I just love it way up here, up by the upper Bollinger Band. Even though you could see the Bollinger Bands, the purple ones, starting to squeeze, it's only because the volume squeezed up a little bit. It's not as jumping as it was in the beginning. And there, also in the TTM squeeze, it tells you that the volume is dying out. You've got some pops and some ebbs and flows, all right? It goes up and it goes down. But you can also see the volume here. Like I said, please stay in the trade. The EMA ribbon never crosses over itself. And we are still well in the money. It is $58.35. We have 6 minutes left to close on Tuesday, January 7th. And this sucker is in the money. After this crossed on the MACD, I never really paid any attention to it after that. It did not concern me. This is what got my eye. The ribbon is what I love. It just tells me everything. It speaks volumes. Once you get to learn your indicators, maybe they'll speak volumes to you too. But this is definitely an in-the-money trade. Another one that went quickly in the money was APA, APA. I was telling everybody this morning, it's on my watch, it's on my watch. Pre-market was freaking crazy. Look at that right there. We're in pre-market, and you can see the candles were bananas. Look at the TTM squeeze. I mean, for pre-market, for a, what was it? We're talking a $25, $26 ticker. That's pretty pumping that early in the morning, okay? So it definitely climbed straight up the Bollingers right there. We've got beautiful TTM squeeze going on. MACD just went whammy straight up into the air. I'm loving the way this looks. It hit 32.58. The strike was 32.50. So of course we hit the strike, and I'd want you to stay in this trade still. It still has more to give. The EMA ribbon tells me that this one is not done. You could go ahead and you should feel pretty confident, at least I do at this point, feel confident that it'll be good come tomorrow morning. This should have nice continuation. Yeah, I like that. Another one that I called at open this morning, and there were quite a few, was PDD. I alerted a $41 call. It caught my eye on my scanner, had some pre-market activity going on. Here, let's go ahead and blow this up. And you can see right over here where I'm telling you, it caught my eye. And as we got closer and closer to open, then this happened. All right. So as I was alerting my other option alerts, which takes time, I watched these candles drop down on the chart. And then it was this one that I alerted on. Here we go, right here. And I wanted a $41 call with a January 17 expiration on this. And this one, it just exploded after this candle. Like I said, I had it on my watch at pre-market, but did not alert with these three reds right here. I did not like that. And so it was this one here that I waited, and then I alerted, and then it just went bam, and I just went up there like that. I really like that. Now I'm looking here. I do see the EMA ribbon looking like it might want to flip. I could see it squeezing down. See, if the purple comes down below my red, then that's a definite sell signal to me. I've got the Bollinger Bands expanding, but everything else is starting in a downturn. I'm not exactly sure where this will head tomorrow. I'm looking at the TTM squeeze. It's getting into a yellow. That's better than the red, at least. And my MACD is definitely below the center zero right there. It could be in a curl up. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But it definitely went in the money, seeing it was a $41 call. You could have made a day trade out of it, got your gains, got the hell out. Made a nice trade right there. But I just wanted to cover these three option alerts from today, January 7th. They were quite the money makers for any members who got into them. They performed just perfectly, if you ask me. I'll catch you on the next video.